Applying criticism and literary theory to poetry involves analyzing a poem through various lenses to uncover deeper meanings, themes, and cultural contexts. Here's a structured approach to applying these methods. 1. Choose a poem. Select a poem that resonates with you or one that aligns with your area of study. 2. Familiarize yourself with literary theories. Formalism, new criticism. Focus on the poem's structure, language, and form. Analyze elements such as imagery, sound, meter, and symbolism. Structuralism. Examine how the poem's meaning is constructed through language and the relationships between its parts. Post-structuralism, deconstruction. Explore the ambiguities and contradictions within the poem, questioning the idea of fixed meanings. Reader response criticism. Consider the reader's experience and interpretation, analyzing how personal contexts influence understanding. Marxist criticism. Analyze themes of class, power, and ideology in the poem, considering its socio-economic context. Feminist criticism. Investigate representations of gender, patriarchy, and women's voices in the poem. Eco-criticism. Explore the relationship between the poem and nature, examining environmental themes and representations. 3. Close reading. Perform a detailed analysis of the poem. Language and diction. Analyze word choice and its implications. Imagery. Identify visual, auditory, and sensory images and their significance. Tone and mood. Consider how the poem's tone influences its meaning. Form and structure. Examine stanza arrangement, line breaks, rhyme schemes, and meter. 4. Contextual analysis. Investigate the historical, cultural, and biographical context of the poem. Author's background. How does the poet's life and times influence the poem? Cultural context. Consider the societal norms and issues present during the poem's creation. Literary movements. Relate the poem to its literary period, e.g., Romanticism, Modernism, and its characteristics. 5. Thematic exploration. Identify and analyze the central themes of the poem. Consider how different theoretical perspectives can illuminate these themes. 6. Synthesize your findings. Combine insights from your analyses to form a comprehensive understanding of the poem. Discuss how different theories or criticisms intersect and inform your interpretation. 7. Write your analysis. Structure your analysis clearly, presenting your argument and supporting it with textual evidence. Use quotes from the poem and reference relevant theoretical concepts. Example. If analyzing Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken, you might use formalism to explore its rhyme scheme and metaphor of choice. Apply reader response theory to discuss how individual experiences shape interpretations of The Road Less Traveled. Consider feminist criticism to explore gendered interpretations of choice and autonomy, if relevant. By combining different critical approaches, you can gain a multifaceted understanding of the poem and its implications. You said. Analysis with example from a poem. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Let's analyze a well-known poem, The Road Not Taken, by Robert Frost, using different literary theories and approaches. Poem. The Road Not Taken, by Robert Frost. Text of the poem. For reference, the poem describes a traveler who encounters a fork in the woods and must choose between two paths, symbolizing life's choices. 1. Formalism, new criticism. Structure and form. The poem consists of 4 stanzas with 5 lines each quintains. The rhyme scheme is ABAAB, which creates a rhythmic flow and emphasizes the poem's contemplative tone. Imagery. Frost employs vivid imagery, such as yellow wood and leaves no step had trodden black, to evoke a sense of autumn and the beauty of nature. These images reflect the themes of choice and the passage of time. Symbolism. The 2 roads symbolize life's choices. The act of choosing one path over another reflects the inevitability of decision-making and its consequences. 2. Reader response criticism. Personal interpretation. Different readers may relate to the poem based on their own experiences with choice and regret. For some, The Road Not Taken may evoke feelings of nostalgia or questioning of past decisions. Emotional response. The poem encourages readers to reflect on their own lives and the paths they've chosen. The final stanza's ambiguity invites personal interpretation. Does the speaker regret their choice or find solace in it? 3. Marxist criticism. Social context. Analyzing the poem through a Marxist lens, one might consider how choices are influenced by socio-economic conditions. The fork in the road can represent the disparities in opportunities available to different social classes. Ideology of choice. The emphasis on individual choice may critique the notion of the American dream, where success is often viewed as a result of personal decisions rather than systemic factors. 4. Feminist criticism. Gender perspectives. Although the poem does not explicitly reference gender, a feminist critique might explore the implications of choice and autonomy in relation to societal expectations of men and women. The speaker's reflection on choice can open discussions about how gender influences decision-making in life. 5. Eco-criticism. Nature and environment. The setting of A Yellow Wood emphasizes the connection between nature and human experience. The speaker's choice reflects humanity's relationship with nature and the impact of those choices on the environment. 6. Thematic exploration. Choice and regret. The overarching theme is the complexity of choices. The speaker acknowledges that each path represents different possibilities, with the final line suggesting a contemplation of how choices shape one's identity and future. 7. Synthesis of findings. By integrating these different perspectives, one can see how Frost's poem captures the intricacies of decision-making, the emotional weight of choices, and the broader social and ecological contexts influencing those decisions. The poem's richness lies in its ability to resonate with readers on multiple levels. Conclusion. Through various critical lenses, The Road Not Taken can be understood as not only a reflection on personal choices but also as a commentary on societal values, the human experience with nature, and the multifaceted nature of interpretation. Each approach enriches the reading experience, allowing for a deeper engagement with Frost's work. You said. Is criticism and theory same? ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Criticism and theory are related concepts in literary studies, but they are not the same. Here's a breakdown of their distinctions. Literary criticism. Definition. Literary criticism refers to the evaluation, analysis, and interpretation of literary works. Critics examine texts to uncover meanings, themes, and the effects of literature on readers and society. Purpose. The primary aim is to engage with specific texts, providing insights and judgments about their literary qualities, themes, and cultural significance. Approaches. Critics may use various methods, such as close reading, historical context analysis, or thematic exploration, often drawing on established theories to support their interpretations. Examples. Analyzing Shakespeare's plays for their use of language and themes, or evaluating the impact of modernist techniques in Virginia Woolf's novels. Literary theory. Definition. Literary theory encompasses the frameworks and principles that inform how literature is understood and analyzed. It provides the tools and concepts through which criticism is conducted. Purpose. The main goal is to establish broader principles and methodologies that guide the interpretation of literature, offering various lenses through which to view texts. Approaches. Different literary theories, such as formalism, structuralism, post-structuralism, feminist theory, and Marxist theory, propose distinct ways of understanding literature and its relationship to culture, society, and language. Examples. Applying feminist theory to examine gender dynamics in literature, or using post-structuralism to explore the instability of meaning in a text. Summary of differences. Focus. Criticism often centers on specific texts and their analysis, while theory provides overarching frameworks that guide that analysis. Application. Critics may employ various theories to support their interpretations, making criticism a practical application of theoretical concepts. Nature. Criticism tends to be more subjective and evaluative, whereas theory is more systematic and analytical. Conclusion. In essence, while criticism and theory are intertwined in literary studies, they serve different purposes. Criticism focuses on the interpretation of individual works, whereas theory provides the broader frameworks and concepts that inform those interpretations. Understanding both is essential for a comprehensive approach to literature. You said. Apply these two in a poem. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Let's apply both literary criticism and theory to the poem, Still I Rise, by Maya Angelou. This powerful poem addresses themes of resilience, empowerment, and overcoming oppression, making it rich for analysis. Poem, Still I Rise, by Maya Angelou. Text of the poem. For reference, this poem celebrates the strength and perseverance of Black women in the face of adversity and discrimination. 1. Literary criticism. Close reading. Analyze the specific language and imagery Angelo uses throughout the poem. For instance, the repeated phrase, "I rise," serves as a powerful refrain, emphasizing the speaker's resilience. The use of similes, such as, "like dust, I'll rise," conveys a sense of inevitability and strength. Themes. Key themes include empowerment, self-worth, and defiance against oppression. Angelou's use of confident and assertive language highlights the speaker's determination to overcome adversity. Tone. The tone of the poem is assertive and triumphant. Angelo employs a conversational yet defiant voice, engaging the reader and inspiring a sense of solidarity. Historical context. Consider the poem in the context of the civil rights movement and the feminist movement. Angelou's work reflects the struggles faced by Black women, making her message particularly resonant during the 1970s and beyond. 2. Literary theory. Feminist theory. Analyzing the poem through a feminist lens highlights the empowerment of women, particularly Black women. The poem challenges patriarchal and racial oppression, asserting the speaker's identity and strength. It can be viewed as a celebration of womanhood and resilience against systemic inequality. Postcolonial theory. From a postcolonial perspective, the poem addresses themes of identity and self-definition in the face of historical oppression. Angelo reclaims her narrative, rejecting imposed identities and asserting her own. African American Vernacular English (AAVE). Examining the use of AAVE in the poem can reveal insights into cultural identity and expression. Angelou's choice of language connects her work to a broader African American literary tradition, emphasizing authenticity and cultural pride. Synthesis of criticism and theory. By applying literary criticism, we can analyze the specific techniques Angelo employs, such as repetition, imagery, and tone, to convey her message of resilience. At the same time, using feminist and postcolonial theories allows us to situate the poem within broader sociopolitical contexts, understanding how it responds to issues of gender, race, and identity. The combination of these approaches enriches our understanding of Still I Rise, highlighting how Angelou's poetic techniques work in tandem with her thematic concerns to create a powerful statement on empowerment and defiance. Conclusion. Through the application of literary criticism and theory, we can see how Maya Angelou's Still I Rise serves not only as a personal declaration of strength but also as a collective anthem for marginalized voices, making a significant work in both literary and cultural contexts. The interplay of detailed textual analysis with broader theoretical frameworks provides a comprehensive understanding of the poem's impact and meaning. You said. Apply it on William Wordsworth poem. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Let's apply literary criticism and theory to William Wordsworth's poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, commonly known as Daffodils. This poem is rich in themes of nature, emotion, and the interplay between the external world and the inner self, making it an excellent choice for analysis. Poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, by William Wordsworth. Text of the poem. For reference, the poem describes the speaker's experience of encountering a field of daffodils and reflects on the emotional impact of this moment. 1. Literary criticism. Close reading. In a detailed analysis of the poem, we observe Wordsworth's use of imagery and similes. The comparison of the speaker to a cloud evokes feelings of isolation but also freedom. The vivid imagery of 10,000 daffodils dancing in the breeze creates a sense of joy and vibrancy. Themes. Key themes include the beauty of nature, the power of memory, and the relationship between the self and the natural world. The poem illustrates how nature can uplift the human spirit and serve as a source of inspiration and solace. Tone. The tone of the poem shifts from lonely and contemplative at the beginning to joyful and reflective as the speaker remembers the daffodils. This tonal shift highlights the transformative power of nature on the speaker's emotions. Structure and form. The poem consists of 4 6-line stanzas quatrains with a regular rhyme scheme ABABCC. This structured form reflects the order and beauty of the natural scene described. 2. Literary theory. Romanticism. Analyzing the poem through the lens of Romanticism, we can see how Wordsworth emphasizes the emotional and spiritual connection to nature. The Romantic ideal celebrates individual experience and the sublime, as the speaker finds profound joy and inspiration in the daffodils. Nature and the sublime. From this perspective, the daffodils can be viewed as a manifestation of the sublime, a natural beauty that evokes deep emotions and transcends ordinary experience. The poem highlights the importance of nature in shaping the human experience. Eco-criticism. Applying eco-critical theory allows us to explore the relationship between the speaker and nature. Wordsworth's celebration of the daffodils reflects an early recognition of the intrinsic value of the natural world, emphasizing the interconnectedness between humans and their environment. Synthesis of criticism and theory. By using literary criticism, we can analyze Wordsworth's specific use of language, imagery, and structure to convey the poem's themes and emotions. The close reading reveals how the poet's techniques evoke feelings of nostalgia and joy. Employing romanticism and eco-criticism situates the poem within broader cultural and philosophical movements. Wordsworth's emphasis on nature and individual emotion resonates with romantic ideals and highlights the significance of the natural world in shaping human experiences. Conclusion. Through the application of literary criticism and theory, we can appreciate "I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud," not only as a reflection of personal experience but also as a representation of romantic ideals and ecological awareness. The interplay of detailed textual analysis with broader theoretical frameworks provides a comprehensive understanding of Wordsworth's celebration of nature and its impact on the human spirit. This multifaceted approach allows us to grasp the enduring relevance of the poem in both literary and environmental contexts. You said. On John Keats' poem, ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Let's apply literary criticism and theory to John Keats' poem, Ode to a Nightingale. This poem explores themes of beauty, mortality, and the relationship between the ephemeral nature of life and the eternal qualities of art and nature. Poem, Ode to a Nightingale, by John Keats. Text of the poem. For reference, the poem reflects the speaker's experience listening to a nightingale's song, leading to contemplations of life, death, and the nature of beauty. 1. Literary criticism. Close reading. In the poem, Keats uses rich sensory imagery and vivid language to convey the beauty of the nightingale's song. Phrases like, tasting of flora and the country green, evoke a lush, vivid landscape that contrasts with the speaker's somber reflections on mortality. Themes. Key themes include the transience of life, the search for transcendence through art, and the interplay between joy and sorrow. The nightingale represents the eternal beauty of nature and art, while the speaker grapples with the inevitability of death and decay. Tone. The tone of the poem oscillates between ecstatic appreciation of beauty and deep melancholy. The speaker initially revels in the nightingale's song but eventually confronts the harsh realities of human existence. Structure and form. The poem is structured in 10 stanzas of varying lengths, using a combination of rhyme schemes. This irregularity mirrors the emotional ebb and flow of the speaker's thoughts, reflecting the tumultuous experience of grappling with beauty and mortality. 2. Literary theory. Romanticism. Analyzing the poem through a romantic lens reveals Keats' exploration of emotion, nature, and the sublime. The nightingale symbolizes a connection to the divine and eternal beauty that transcends human suffering, aligning with romantic ideals that celebrate nature and individual experience. Aestheticism. The poem embodies the principles of aestheticism, emphasizing the importance of beauty and art for its own sake. Keats' admiration for the nightingale's song illustrates the idea that art can offer an escape from the harsh realities of life. Psychoanalytic criticism. From a psychoanalytic perspective, the poem can be interpreted as a reflection of the speaker's inner conflict between the desire for transcendence and the fear of mortality. The nightingale's song serves as a symbol of the idealized beauty the speaker yearns for but knows he cannot attain. Synthesis of criticism and theory. By employing literary criticism, we can analyze Keats' use of imagery, tone, and structure to convey the emotional depth of the poem. Close reading reveals the complexities of the speaker's experience, from the joy of listening to the nightingale to the despair of facing mortality. Utilizing romanticism, aestheticism, and psychoanalytic theory allows us to situate the poem within broader cultural and philosophical contexts. Keats' exploration of beauty, art, and the human condition resonates with romantic ideals and reflects deeper psychological struggles. Conclusion. Through the application of literary criticism and theory, Ode to a Nightingale emerges as a profound meditation on beauty, mortality, and the nature of art. The interplay of detailed textual analysis with broader theoretical frameworks enriches our understanding of Keats' work, revealing its lasting significance in both literary and philosophical discourse. This multifaceted approach enables us to appreciate the depth of Keats' reflections on the ephemeral nature of life and the enduring power of beauty. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.